Boss.
Yeah, I don't know. I wasn't paying attention.
君を忘れることはないよ、イルマ。
Oh, I also gotta talk to this guy.
Okay. She does refer to Amari as Amari.
Ah.
Good neighbor は狂ってる。盗み、
Good neighbor.
殺人、もっと悪いことも。その日を切り抜けるためにちょっとは逃げなきゃいけない時もある。
Thrill of battle increases maximum HP by 20% and restores the amount increased. Cool.
Hey Teddy.
Yes.
Do you see anything kind of interesting on the wall in this room?
I'm gonna try to have a good look.
It's like a normal room to me.
家族と一緒に全話聞いたよ。
Damn, there was a camera angle that made the demarcation that's right behind Kent, like to his left, or sorry, to his right, look exactly like an erect dick.
If only.
Great.
Only I had seen.
Uh,
I don't know if I'm flattered or not. You immediately thought about me when you saw something that looked like an erect dick.
I feel like we're more alike than you imagine.
Probably.
And now that I have done that quest, I can do the quest to become a warrior. Hooray.
人々はようやく核戦争から立ち直って回復してきたように見える。
一部はそうかもね。ダイヤモンドシティとか。でもここは終わってる。やらなきゃいけないことがあるんだ。質問があるんだけど、シルバーシュ
Kind of like the voice they went for with.
黒のトレンチコートときらめくシルバーサブマシンガンを身につけて。
I might turn it off because the Silver Shroud quest does involve listening to the radio, and I don't think there's subtitles for that.
Yeah.
世界をもっと良くしようというのはいいことだ。
やらなきゃいけないことがあるんだけど、自分で特製マシンガンを作ったんだ。番組に出てたやつよりもすごいよ。でもこれを使うには
He sounded so delighted to talk about the machine gun.
シルバーシュラウドの衣装さ。で、それはここボストンに実際にあるんだ。テレビ番組のために作られたんだよ。手伝ってくれる？
衣装を取ってくる。
やってくれるの？
Thank God there's no Brooklyn, Massachusetts in this game.
It's just the Commonwealth.
Oh God, I know what you're referencing, Teddy. Oh God, a classic YouTube video.
This is beyond me.
There's just a clip of I think it's a variety show or a game show where comedians are trying to make each other laugh. And one of them tries to pronounce Massachusetts and just fails.
Oh God! I've only seen the clip that Sam posted of them going up to the fridge and then not closing it.
Oh my God!
Why did I go to the market board? Can somebody tell me why I went to the market board?
Maybe to purchase or craft a glam item.
You're looking to join a
That's
local
exactly
band.
it.
You're trying to
recap. I wanted to see if they had a pair of
You're
gloves.
trying to find an RP group so that you can make money bartending for your glamour addiction.
You don't do that on the market board. You know that.
You do that in Party Finder.
Yeah, please.
I don't see that much of that in Party Finder.
Where I am, you see a ton of people just scouting for RPers.
Yeah, I'm just looking for a decent pair of gloves. It's not that the Kupo jacket. I just want some that are a little longer, unless my arms are exposed, but don't like go over the sleeves. Because I like.
You have the Emperor's new gloves for when you don't want gloves at all.
I don't, but I mean, I like having gloves, or at least I haven't had a reason to not have gloves on any of my glams. So.
Because you can get those by, like, you only have to level any crafter up to, like, 18.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You just get, like, the full set?
you unlock a quest that lets you purchase the full set for not that much to go.
見つけられた。
Okay, cool. They don't even seem that expensive on the market board either. People just pretty much give them away.
待って、それは海馬ね。そしてそれにくっついているこれは神経インターフェース。
この回路は恐ろしく見覚えがある。
驚かないわ。今まで見たインスティチュートのテクノロジーはどれも似たような構造だから。
Nick's an older model since.
Wait,
Whoa.
why was that in English?
That's so weird.
だけどもしうまくいってもミスターバレンタインは多大なリスクを負うことになる。彼の脳に別のものをつなげる話なんだから。
心配するなあまり。やってしまおう。
I should really get better accessories. I don't really have a lot of good ones.
Like
the item
visually,
my
or-
no, it's just that my item level is like really low because like basically all because of my accessories because they don't really give you any good ones.
Are you? Oh yeah.
ミスターバレンタイン、こうしよう。
It just had one line that was in English for some reason. That's so funny.
ミスターバレンタイン、ずっと話していてほしいの。認識機能のわずかな変化が危険になりうるから。どう？何か違う感覚がある？
チカチカする。動かなくなった。どういうことかさっぱりわからない。ドクター。
これを恐れていたの。記憶の痕跡がコード化されている。インスティチュートの最後の安全装置のようね。移植された記憶にロックがかかってる。
ニックは大丈夫か？
ええ。接続は安定しているみたい。終わった時に移植したものを取り出すのもこれくらい簡単だといいんだけど、でもそれでは今の問題を回避できない。記憶の暗号化が一つの心には強すぎる。でももし二つの心を使ったら
We are just enchanted.
It's fun to listen to a game in another language.
Yeah.
I'm reminded of the time.
It avoids the problem of bad voice acting in English. You have a harder time telling if the voice acting's bad in a different language.
I wonder if this is why a lot of anime stands that don't speak Japanese are like, Japanese dubs of stuff are always better.
Yeah, that's exactly why I think.
I don't know about you, but I remember a period where English voice acting was horrible, and I remember someone telling me it was good in a show, and I was like, "You are insane! They will never put money into English voice acting."
I think on the whole, it's like the overall quality has gone way up since then, and I mean even like in the early 2000s or whatever, there were some standouts, and things that maybe aren't the best. Like I still really love the G Gundam dub, even if it's maybe lower quality in a lot of ways.
Yeah, there are a couple of times where I just prefer the English dub performances. Like I prefer the English performance in Panty and Stocking.
Oh, there we go. It got out of the way. I was worried.
Oh, Panty and Stocking. God.
Oh, the Panty and Stocking dub is incredible.
Yeah, like they knew what they were doing with that one.
Yeah, I also just really appreciate both of their voice actors. I think their names are Monica Rial and Jamie Marston. I think I have the second person's Jamie Marchi. Sorry.
Wasn't there a really weird, obscure version of Kiki's Delivery Service that was like voice acted by a ton of actors or something?
I couldn't tell you.
Like before Studio Ghibli had like Disney money to
like it was like big name actors, like not Lindsay Lohan, but it was like
no. There's one version of Castle Cagliostro that had David Hayter in it. That's
it was the girl who's Catwoman in the older the famous Joker Batman movies.
Wait, do you mean like? Wait, are you talking like
Adam West or like
Adam West?
It must.
No, not Adam West. Who was the not Princess Bride? I can't. She was a lame, nerdy, curly-haired girl in high school, and then she becomes a princess in a movie. and her mother, her like grandmother, is a queen of a vague foreign European country.
I vaguely know what you're talking about.
God, I
There's
know
like,
it's,
Yeah, what is the name of that movie?
is that the one where there's a scene where she like does expressions in between a fan, or is that the Princess Bride?
yes, and she kisses the man, and her leg does a little flip thing when she kisses the dude.
I love the two things we remember about this movie.
Yeah. Let's see.
I gotta go kill some fucking turtles. What the fuck?
The Christian Bale Batmans. Christian Bale Batmans.
Oh, right. You can say the most recent one.
Maggie Gyllenhaal is the actress.
That's who that was. Oh,
yeah, Jake Gyllenhaal's sister.
Wait,
that's who that is.
What?
No, I knew that. I knew that.
No,
I just didn't know that. I didn't know that she was Catwoman though.
No. Who played Catwoman is oh fuck me.
Anne Hathaway.
Anne
Hathaway.
Rachel.
Yeah.
You dumbass.
Yeah.
Anne Hathaway. Yeah.
Sorry, there's only one woman in Dark Knight and there's one woman in Dark Knight Rises. No, there's two actually. There's two actually in Dark Knight Rises.
Apparently, Anne Hathaway is dating Jared Leto.
Oh.
Good for her.
No, I hope she learns what she's dealing with.
It's just.
I hope they watch Morbius together and they have fun.
And that's the straw that breaks the camel's back in their relationship.
Oh, apparently she has a thing for men with like long hair in that specific manner. She has like a fetish or something.
She likes the Jesus look.
Yeah.
Oh God.
She wants to be
So you're saying that if you're ever in bed with her and she goes, "Oh Jesus," you never know quite what to think. I hope that wasn't like rude and disrespectful for me to say about her.
No.
What you were gonna say is that rude or disrespectful about Jesus.
Oh no, I don't give a fuck about disrespecting Jesus. I care about disrespecting actual people.
Holy shit, dude! Don't fucking play with guns, man.
No, that's pretty wicked. Don't listen to Joe.
I'm so high. I could do anything.
What's going on?
I have the power of God.
There's a kid with a gun.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Apparently, Tom Hardy played Bane in the Chris Bale Batman movies. Fuck.
Yep.
Yeah, I know that much.
I wouldn't call him a talented actor, but he sure do play some roles.
Yeah, he looks like he has fun acting, if that makes sense.
He's charming.
Honestly, I'd rather have an actor who is having fun than any good at all. I would rather have fun than decent.
Honestly, that's also my opinion about like people making media sometimes.
Musicians, actors,
fan fiction writers. They're not having fun. What's the point?
Comedians.
Was Will Smith having fun when he slapped Chris Rock?
I think that's when he realized he wasn't having fun anymore and just decided to bow out. He's like, "What? Who cares what this makes me look like and what people think of me after this? I'm out of here."
Yeah, honestly,
and then he wins his fucking award anyway.
That whole thing being like a debacle for some people makes me really realize that like I don't understand why a lot of people are really fixated on celebrity behaviors, because it's like these kinds of conflicts happen outside of celebrities, and like I think, you know, people act like it has more severity and gravity when celebrities are doing it than when like average people are doing it almost.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's because they're doing it on, you know, in front of everyone. Yeah. On the national stage.
And there's still this like feeling, especially in American culture, that like
Putin loves this. He's lapping it up.
Well, where people like still believe that like only truly good people get famous, or truly good people like get rich or whatever. So it's like there's this weird fucked up feeling where like,
They feel scandalized.
This person's a public figure. This person's like a good role model.
I don't want my children to learn that violence is how you should deal with your emotions.
Yeah, exactly. And so like, you know, like with no discussion of like power dynamics or like the nuances of the situation, it just becomes like this flat kind of like toothless like reactionary feeling towards like like an interpersonal conflict, right?
Yeah.
So it, you know, because Will Smith is a person who has achieved a lot of success in his life, a lot of people assume that that means that he's automatically a good person, and that their idea of what a good person isn't somebody who inflicts physical violence, but who tolerates like emotional violence, which is like something that they would have allowed Chris Rock to get away with, you know,
very easily
had his comments gone unchallenged.
Yeah.
You know, so of course, like what constitutes violence in this context is something that I think a lot of people don't consider. And you know, the point blank, it's like there are some problems that physical violence does solve.
On a more serious note, a good example is I knew a family who the father would like keep food away from the children because of some arbitrary punishment he'd give them. Yeah, and then when one of the kids got angry and attacked him and gave a punch, kid, you know, weighing 90 pounds, but being the oldest of the group and just getting very angry about what's happening. Everyone around him was like, "Oh, bad kid. He's violent. He's angry. Oh, you know, you should respect his father." Yeah, It very quickly, you know, it's the whole Will Smith thing made me realize, oh, there's just certain people in this world that I will never be able to understand or get along with in some ways. Like there's no bridge to build there.
And the only thing that you can do is build a system where people who don't have the interests of others in mind don't have power over other people. You know, that's the shit of it, right?
Yeah, what's that old quote? It's power doesn't corrupt, but power is very attractive to corruptible people or people who are already corrupt, you know?
Yeah.
Power is the tool of the corrupted.
Yeah.
Power is the preferred weapon of the corrupted.
Yeah, and I think, you know, what the spectacle provides isn't any form of like entertainment or like lesson for me in and of itself. The reaction to the spectacle teaches me a lot, though. You know, and I think that you know, I think the one thing that I've learned, that I've taken away from this whole thing is to not force, you know, myself to have like a big, huge revelation to say about the event itself.
Yeah.
You know,
some things just.
I'm just perplexed why a lot of people are making such a big deal about it. Because to me, it's just like, don't people regularly say shit like "talk shit, get hit"? Like.
Fuck around and find out.
Yeah, fuck around and find out. Talk shit, get hit.
Chat shit,
yeah,
get
but those
banged.
are just words.
Yeah.
Those aren't
philosophies, I guess.
And also, like, I don't know, a lot of the people being like, "Oh, Putin loves this," or "This is like."
People actually say that.
People who say that sort of stuff.
Yeah, he should have written a New York Times op-ed about it. It's like, who gives a shit? It's like, I don't know. I just feel like it's just trying to draw a big meaning out of something that just really isn't that complex. You know,
should have
like,
been like
the man was making fun of his wife. Like, I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah.
He should have been like J.K. Rowling and wrote a very scathing tweet about it.
I've seen people slap each other on the street, and all I've ever thought was, wow, that's wild. But that's really none of my business.
Yeah, exactly.
It's none of my goddamn business, and I don't care if he did it in front of cameras and everything. We all saw what happened. We have the context. Like,
Yeah,
it's
that's
not.
been my whole philosophy about this. Is like everyone's like, "Oh my god," and I'm just like, "This ain't my business. This ain't my conflict."
I do want to say something funny. Like, so my dad watches Fox News all the goddamn time, so I get a
Oh
lot of
boy.
snippets of it whenever I like go into the kitchen or whatever.
Uh-huh.
And the other day, I think it was Hannity. He was talking to like some guest who was like talking about. They were talking about this fucking slap, and for whatever reason, he was. I think he was like trying to imply that like Will Smith is like morally compromised because of some shit he was saying about I don't know, like a rumor I guess about him and Jada having like an open marriage, and he's like, oh, he hates another man like insulting his wife, but he's okay with another man taking his wife to bed. Like, great, cool opinions.
Sounds like Will Smith's a stand-up guy.
Yeah.
He does do stand up.
No,
That's Chris Rock you're thinking of.
You know, like one big thing is that my partner's mom, her reaction to it was, I just feel like this is going to set a bad precedent, and that stand-up comedians are going to be scared. And I was just like, promise? I was just like, promise? Because, like, you know.
Well, you know, if the person that you're insulting is in the audience, you know, maybe I don't know.
And
be
this
on your
isn't like a
guard.
Comedy
I don't know,
Central
like
roast
something.
of Will Smith's wife. So like,
yeah.
I mean, for Pete's sakes, comedians have always been threatened or like something.
yeah.
They know how to take criticism and shit. Like,
Yeah, the
they're
good ones do. Yeah, for sure. I like
I was just reminded of the fucking just to bring up another reaction to this. I think it was fucking Opie or Anthony or just it was a video that Murder Brian posted of just some guy on YouTube that was I think it might have been Opie or Anthony or one of those guys was saying like if Ricky Gervais had been on that stage he would have been left in a full body cast because Will Smith he would have kept insulting Will Smith's wife long after he went up and slapped him. He would have been hitting him with Muhammad Ali punches, the term he used, and bleeding, and Ricky Gervais would just be laughing and insulting his wife even more right to his face. Ugh.
promise?
Just like so fucking epic. Like I remember.
Epic.
I assume they were using hyperbole, but are they implying that Ricky Gervais just doesn't
Is the
feel
Joker?
pain?
yeah, he's.
Oh no, it's just that Ricky Gervais is like he's not afraid to like keep pushing the envelope to just keep going. If he thinks it's funny, he'll just say it.
Ricky Gervais is an armored unit from the Game Boy
He
Advance
doesn't
Fire
care
Emblems.
who he hurts.
Ricky Gervais is the goddamn Joker.
That may be the most delusional.
No, he literally
thing I've heard.
said like laughing like the Joker. Like
Oh,
God.
All right, we're back.
Crisis averted.
So just to let the audience know, my building had an emergency alarm. I think maybe someone like
It burned down. Dan is streaming from the rubble now.
Dan's a ghost.
Oh my god.
You missed the cool action scene where Kellogg shot a bunch of synths. I think at some point people were talking about Indigo Prophecy.
I mean, only just a second ago.
Yeah.
Well,
this is a pretty
Basically, Dan went to the Hall of Death, and the only way out of there, well, you know.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh, I gotta see. I never went to see what my wife looked like after I enabled the furry mod.
Oh my god.
Oh, uh-oh.
She looks like your wife. She still has the baby. Good news.
Her skin is like off color because it's got the wolf textures but not the wolf model.
Oh no! Oh, that's horrifying.
Thank
just
God.
That rules.
You know what? Good for her. I wonder where her
Oh, you're
child
playing as
is, like-
Kellogg. Okay, I see. That's why she still has the baby.
Yeah, this is like a whole like memory sequence where you go through
Oh,
Kellogg's
wait.
memories.
Oh. Okay, you're not playing as Kellogg, but you're inside of his head and
Yeah, you're
in
going
his
through his
memories.
memories.
Okay, I see. My bad. No, damn it. I didn't want to use that skill. Fuck. Stupid. Dumbass. Okay, time to kill the trees. Now that I've finally reworked my hotbar.
I think Kellogg also has like a notable voice actor, but I don't remember who. Oops. I think I just hit the quick load button.
No.
Well,
Oh, no.
Dan.
No.
Well,
Classic.
it probably saved like at the start of the flashback sequence.
Now Dan has to go through the whole building possibly on fire sequence.
Well, the last time that Dan saved was at the beginning of the game, right after he loaded the mods.
Yeah,
Oh,
this is this is before the session. I was like, I did a quick save because I was really worried about the game crashing because it was crashing a bunch at the time. Anyways, here's my most recent save.
Oh God.
We gotta do the whole memory den section all over again.
Oh no.
Again,
that's mostly Dan.
This has got to be the most chaotic recording session to date. And there was one where it started with someone talking about piss.
Yeah.
God, I loved watching that episode again because Teddy says references like washing something away, and Argyle just says, "I'll wash you away." Truly classic bit.
I have realized that Teddy is very new here, and I've just kind of started from the jump being hostile in my way.
Oh, I
I'm
never
very
really
sorry
tagged
if-
you as hostile at all.
Okay, thank you. I'm sorry if I am just abrasive as a joke. Kind of.
You're
So
affectionately
I'm
abrasive.
sorry if I offended or if I like irritated you at all.
No, it's like abrasive and then in like brackets, affectionate. I get you.
I'm the mean one.
You're not mean.
Mr. Grinch.
Unless you want to believe you're mean, in which case I'll totally enable that. But
No, it's just a joke because that's what Sarah called me on Pot of Greed once.
The mean one?
Yeah, the mean one. Oh, by the way, look forward to the next episode of Element OP that we recorded yesterday.
oh, about elementary.
Yeah.
Or so I've
Oh, we recorded for 2 hours on an episode of Element OP that I thought was perfectly fine and nothing exemplary, but I don't know. Somehow we went for 2 hours on it. So
that's the thing. That's the fucking thing.
I want a podcast with Val someday, but also I don't want to watch Elementary. Probably
that show. It's not bad. It's not that bad of a show.
It isn't BBC's Sherlock.
That's true. And the best part about Elementary, it's got Lucy Liu in it.
It does.
Maybe I should. How much of that show is left?
A lot.
It's like 7 fucking seasons, I think.
It had 7 seasons?
I might be wrong about that.
That's so many. No, I'm looking this up.
Yeah, I'm looking this up too. 2012 to 2009. It was on for 7 years.
No. 7 seasons, I'm not wrong, and Val is on the 2nd season at the moment.
Tumblr made me believe that it was like a 1-season show because no one talked about it.
Yes,
Oh,
exactly. I heard
See,
about
that-
it when it came out, and then
Because everyone is
again.
hateful towards Lucy Liu.
You
I
know
didn't hear
how
about it until H Bomber Guy did that video on BBC Sherlock. That
Did
was
you
the
know-
first time I heard of it.
Yeah, you know the that conspiracy that like there's like a secret like 5th season or 4th season
Secret
or whatever.
good episode of Sherlock, yeah.
Yeah. The secret good episode is all of Elementary.
That's the secret good episode.
It's like the good season of Game of Thrones.
Oh God, yeah. Well, so yeah, like pros of Elementary. 1, it's got Charlie Miller and Lucy Liu in it, who are both very good. It has a pretty good cast of supporting characters. In particular, the actor who plays the Captain Gregson. Captain Gregson? No. Who am I thinking of? Yeah, Tom Gregson. Aiden Quinn, he's pretty good. There's Marcus Bell, who's played by someone named John Michael Hill, which I think is very funny because that's almost my name.
John Michael Mao.
Yeah, and it's just a really good show, really good series. It's got some good acting in it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's fine.
I've only heard praise of the show before. Well, aside from tweets on Tumblr that were like, "How dare they make Sherlock a girl?"
You know what? I shouldn't.
Well,
say
Sherlock is still a boy in this one for sure.
Oh, how dare they make Watson a girl?
Yeah, Watson is a
I was
girl.
paying attention to what they were saying. I was like,
I shouldn't criticize anyone about their media choices because there are episodes and whole seasons of Supernatural that I quite enjoy.
Well, I'll say, I was someone who watched the first 4 seasons of Supernatural on TV every week as they aired religiously. I would go out of my way to go to my friend's house who had cable, and we would both watch the show together.
There are so many problems with that series, but
so many.
I really love especially the first 2 and first season. There's that aesthetic there that's very nice. It knows what it is, but it's also embraces it very nice, and I like that.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. There were.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, I think that like what I loved so much about it was that it was like a show about guys who unironically go out there and like hunt like supernatural creatures, and I loved that shit. I ate that shit up so enthusiastically.
There's a small and probably not very consistent theme that I like personally as a Southerner, is sometimes, especially with like Bobby's death, is that sometimes life is shit and sometimes the people in your life aren't perfect, but there are moments that you can take from that and you can make something out of it, and you can make a little home for yourself here. It's just something very stupid and very cheesy and very corny, but I do love Bobby's line of kids aren't supposed to be grateful. They're supposed to eat your food and break your heart. Fuck, I love that line.
That is a good line, actually,
I truly think that Bobby Singer is one of the best characters on any CW television show. And apparently he was only supposed to appear in like 1 episode or like a couple of episodes, but he became like this like long-lasting character, and I felt like every time he was on screen or like he was saying lines, it was just he was my favorite character on the show, bar none. Aside from maybe their dad is also an interesting character as well.
Their dad's an interesting character until he comes back for like the 3rd time. I started spite watching after season 5, and I
Yeah.
just stopped watching altogether at season 8. But
Yeah.
yeah, it's
the Eric seasons, like the first 5 seasons of Supernatural, I think are fine, but then like yeah, once the show's like main storyline concludes, it's all basically just it's 10 seasons of just some of the most inane bullshit ever. And not even fun inane bullshit. Just like
And then it ends really insultingly.
oh, I forget how that ends. I forget. Oh my god.
I hadn't
Supernatural ends?
I
Great.
hadn't thought I hadn't been pissed off at a show's ending. A show that I hadn't kept up with ending since Dexter.
Do you know what's funny? Despite Supernatural and all of its flaws, it is probably going to have a longer lasting cultural impact than Game of Thrones.
Well, yeah, because Game of Thrones actively defied its own foreshadowing for quote-unquote twists. At least Supernatural did stuff out of left field instead of defy itself.
Yeah.
God.
Just any praise to be made, it's at least it wasn't Game of fucking Thrones, where the writers became convinced that if someone sees what's coming, it's not good.
Say what you will about Supernatural's themes. It has themes.
It has.
Yeah, like there's a lot of things that annoy me about Supernatural. A lot of things. Like episode 2 of season 1 is pretty fucking annoying to me personally. But you know, I let it slide because I'm like, you know what? The show, like, it is what it is. Like I kind of just have to let it exist as it is, and I'm along for the ride because I'm focused on the big picture.
Sean.
Right?
There's
Sean.
I think my favorite. Do you have a favorite episode of Supernatural?
I may have at a certain time.
Oh my god,
The
you
only
found
one
Sean!
It's not the real Sean though. It's just a memory.
It's Mary.
It's a
Hey,
computer
Kello.
program.
Kello, can I live in your memories forever?
It's
That's
like that
his daughter,
episode in
Mary.
DS9 where Bashir is melting in the mind of a spy. I a favorite episode? No, but I do definitely have a couple of favorite moments.
Yeah.
And
Why did you ask me if I watched DS9, by the way?
Oh, because mostly because I love DS9 and I like to talk about it. But
I was
we were
wondering,
talking-
do I give off that kind of vibe?
Me?
No,
Or
do I give
you?
off the vibe that I watch DS9?
No, because you're a big total jock and with big muscles.
Well, you still asked.
Yeah, maybe you're also full of surprises. Evidently not, but you know.
I'm pretty predictable.
One of my favorite early Supernatural show moments is the episode The Benders, where basically they come across just normal people who are like villains. Like there's no supernatural element whatsoever. And so there's like this like moment in the episode where they're like still trying to figure out like, are they dealing with something supernatural or not? And then it just becomes blatantly evident that they're not. So it kind of like builds the world up as like a place where, you know, regular shit still goes wrong and regular shit still happens. I thought it was kind of neat. A kind of a neat, like, early subversion of the Monster of the Week shit.
One of my favorite, all of my favorite moments with Dean is when it's very obvious that he is more a product of his raising, and anytime he gets a chance to branch out and be his own person, he does, and he's a drastically different person than I don't even call it persona, just the the person he's built himself up to be. It's very like he gets a kitchen and he starts cooking. He
Yeah.
listens to music that isn't the atypical manly man music, you know.
Mhm,
And
mhm.
that's something that very strikes with me as someone who grew up in the South.
He's not set in his ways. He has his ways, but he's not set.
It's
Yeah.
if Dean was given a second chance, and Dean gets all these other opportunities in the show where he's given a second chance or given a lie to live for a little while, and instantly he's a different person. Like, if given the chance, the only reason he ever comes back to this stuff is because of a sense of duty. And whenever he gets like in charge of a kid or someone, he's instantly like, nah, you need a better life. You need something else. And
Yeah.
yeah, something very, that hits home to a lot of Southern folks.
Yeah. Yeah. I imagine so.
だんだん近づいているみたい。次のを試して。
No comment.
Mr. Kellogg, 会うと決めてくれて嬉しいわ。
あんた、インスティチュートの人間なんだ。
So the Japanese mod, is it like for the whole game? Like, is it a,
I think
is
it
it just
hope so.
I don't know if it's just like I don't know what the full extent of it because I just found it and it didn't really explain the full depth of it, but I think it's all the voice lines.
Is it just like a Japanese release of Fallout that doesn't go to
No.
the US, so they modded it in, or okay?
No, I think they took the voice lines from international releases and put them in this one.
Wow,
I had to do like
that's incredible.
I had to like do some extra steps to like get it to work. Like I couldn't just install it through the mod manager. Oh, here's a cool action scene.
Okay, but why would you make non-bulletproof synths?
Well,
They're supposed to look like humans.
But they don't look like humans.
I just heard a chocobo noise.
Yeah, I did too.
I think.
Oh,
the
look!
reason,
I'm sorry.
I'm
sorry for playing Final Fantasy 14.
Did you know that if you press the chocobo partner command buttons in a certain order, it makes the chocobo tweet out?
I didn't know.
I didn't.
Yeah, in Final Fantasy 14, it's neat. I forget exactly what the order was, but yeah.
What were we? What? Oh, no,
But she's freaky.
Yeah, she looks really fucked.
Yeah, she's got the wolf textures, just no wolf modeling.
Yeah, we've all been there.
It's because I had to enable the mods like after starting the game. So after this whole section, so when I modeled her, she was like a human. I wonder if she's got like the facial features, and I think she does have the physical features I gave her at the start of the game. She's just got also wolf mask. She was already kind of freaky looking at the start.
Damn.
インテリたちは俺みたいな汚染されたクソ野郎から命令を受けるのを嫌がった。だが俺を必要としていたし、俺はそれを分からせてやった。少なくとも予備はまだある。
I love how they put you in a little weird neuron room as a excuse for not loading in all the assets.
Yeah.
I mean,
あれをまた体験させてしまってごめんなさい。無傷の記憶をまた見つけたわ。
Is this not where you
Oh wait,
came
that's
from?
yeah. I got lost. I got turned around. All right.
Sean! Sean. Sean. Sean!
You win, Sean. Sean. Sean.
これはつい最近の記憶みたい。だから
ダイヤモンドシティの真ん中で子供と落ち着く考えはなかった。実際ひどい考えだと思っていた。だが上層部が温めてきたプロジェクトの一つだったのでここに。子供と一緒。
So, I know the ending of Fallout 4, and this scene doesn't make any fucking sense to me.
How so?
Fallout 4, baby.
So, does everyone here know the ending of Fallout 4?
I think, yeah, I vaguely do, yeah.
I don't know it, but I'm fine with knowing it.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm not a Fallout person, but what I know of the end of Fallout 4 is that the institution, you go there and you go talk to the old man who's leading the whole shit, and he goes, "I'm your son," and you go, "Okay, son," and you see a synth version of your younger son, and that's the end.
No. That's the end of the second act.
Wait, does it go on from there?
Yeah, after you meet your son self. After you meet him, you like have to figure out a way to like blow up the institute or something.
Yeah. The ending of the game is that you destroy the institute.
But can't you ally with the institute?
You can also ally with the institute instead, which has its own different finale sequence.
But nonetheless, this makes no damn sense, does it?
Oh yeah. I will say there's one thing that definitely doesn't make sense. The fact that your child's like a small baby when he's stolen from you, but Kellogg looks like he looks 5 years older than he does when he steals your baby when you meet him.
They leave it kind of vague, but as I understand it, he's just got like crazy life-extending augmentations the Institute gave him.
Well, he's a synth though, isn't he?
No, he's a guy.
He's human. Yeah, he's just a guy.
Okay.
He's a guy who found the Institute and decided to start working for them.
By the way, this dude looked like Blade.
He does.
Yeah.
He's actually a companion you can get, but I probably won't get him because I don't like allying with the Institute.
Yeah.
His hair's off, and I think Blade has like a beard of some sort, but
he's very good at opening his eyes.
That's why they put sunglasses on him.
Yeah.
責任を取らされるやつは大変だな。生かして連れ戻すのか、それともただ排除するのか。
排除です。彼は非常に機密性の高いプログラムに取り組んでいます。
Yeah.
冗談だろ。バイオサイエンスボーイズの一人が。
Bioscience boys.
Like it's pretty obvious in Fallout New Vegas that like that Caesar's Legion is fucked up, but it's way less like the Institute are not as like compelling as Caesar's Legion. I'll give them. I'll say that much.
There isn't much of an argument for either survival or Hegelian dialectics, to the best of my knowledge.
Yeah, it just seems like the Institute. I don't even know what their plan is. Why do they want this small child?
I genuinely do not know because I never bothered to figure that out.
And then the child becomes like the leader of the Institute. Apparently, just what? Just weird.
It sounds like a weird version of the Tomb of Atuin.
If I had to guess, they probably just needed like a baby that wasn't like that was a pre-war baby.
Yeah.
A pre-order baby?
No, pre-war baby.
A baby with no mutations.
Pre-war.
Yeah, basically.
Pre-order baby.
Like, you know, when
Pre-order
sometimes musicians from like the 80s and like the 2010s will be like, oh, here's some music I made but never released. It's like that. Sean is the hard times of babies.
I just realized that dog meat's a snake.
Yeah, he's
that's
a
so good.
Night Stalker from New Vegas.
He's so pretty. That's a pretty boy.